Hi guys, my name is Jorge Garcia. I'm the founder, director, coder, sound designer, and some other roles at Mecha Studios. We are a tiny indie game development house located in Mexico. Thank you very much for the invitation. And I'm here to share with you the story of how we created the studio, following our only goal and dream of feel free to express ourselves through our beloved and favorite media, the video games. And well, since I can remember, I love playing video games. They gave me like this window where I could take a look at the outside world while growing up at a very small town in the 90s with limited communications. So my dream was always to become a game creator, but it was much more difficult than I thought. The more I grew up, the more I understood that it was a very distant goal because of the limitations of the country and because if in the 90s you wanted to develop a game or something, you needed to go where the developing houses were, right? So it was like a pretty distant dream. And well, so long story short, I ended up working in different companies, and I always felt the necessity of investing my time in creating something mine, right? Something truly mine, because uh, all these other projects were things that I really didn't care about. I just made that because of the money, basically. Uh, but yeah, I was looking for creating something mine without more restriction and more limitations. So in 2016, while I was working at the office of one of those companies, um, and as a fan of video games, I got a humble bundle with Game Maker on it. Um, there we go. And yeah, and inspired in awesome titles like Hyper Light Drifter and Mercenary Kings and Pato Box. This last one is Mexican. Uh, awesome games made with relatively small teams. And also thanks to the information access on the internet, right? Um, I started to learn how to code games, and I tested some engines in order to estimate times and efforts and to make sure that it was possible to create a video game. So once I realized it was doable, I took one of the hardest decisions in my life. Uh, I decided to drop my two jobs, my financial safety, and start Mecha Studios along with one of my best friends, Hector, that is on the screen. And basically, we started working right here at home at the living room. We make like some space, and we start following our dream and trying to create something that represented us and something we always wanted to do while growing up in the 90s, right? And also, we figured it out that we were going to need more help, especially on the graphic side. So we talked with another friend, Josue, and finally he agreed. He said at the first time, he said, "Of course, I want to be part of game studio." So basically, the three of us, we were like. Making a lot of testing and figuring out how to make video games, right? Because we knew how to play them. We were very big fans of video games, but we never made like a game before. So it was very hard to understand how to do that, right? And we made this trailer and we started our campaign. We went to a lot of events during that month. Uh, we it didn't pass a day that we wasn't trying to convince someone to buy our game through Kickstarter or buy one of the rewards and stuff. So it was also a very tiring and hard month. But well, after all the work, we finally did it. We raised the money. We fund the campaign at the 150%. That in that time it was like the best funded campaign in Kickstarter in Latin America for video games, and it was like a very big reward for us, uh, not only because of the money we raised, that, well, uh, about that, big part of the money was for paying taxes, was for paying to the platform, to pay for the exclusive rewards, the figurines, everything, right? So we ended up getting uh, a very small amount of money to actually make the game. But well, it was like a very good experience that allowed us to like to glue everything together, right? And to realize that this was a serious thing and that we were like investing our times in the right direction. And thanks to that, we um, got like a small reach internationally. A lot of people talked about the game, the campaign. We won some mentions and some awards and stuff because of the idea, right? And of course, we went to a lot of events after that, and we realized the importance of the PR and the marketing also in a uh, development studio. We thought it was only making the game, but well, we realized that's half the part of it, right? And well, after that, our project keep growing up, um, and we had like the chance to port it, or at least to start thinking on porting it to Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and of course the Steam. That was the original idea. And after finishing all the PR and marketing and stuff, now it was the time to actually do the game, right? And to finish the game. And it was much more harder than we thought. And in Kickstarter, we estimated like 1 year of development. At the end of the day, on the project, spoiler alert, it took us 3 years and a half. So during that period of time, it was hard time also because we needed to learn how to polish and how to pivot the ideas we thought they were like validated because of the Kickstarter campaign and stuff, and of course learn how to get feedback and how to listen to it, and learn that, yeah, we got like this freedom of doing everything we wanted to do our own project the way we wanted. But at the end of the day, if this project, if this studio um, was going to be like financially sustainable, we needed to think on our games as products as well, right? Because at the end of the day, the people that play them and the people that paid for them are the final user, and we need to satisfy them, right, before us, maybe, or trying to balancing that. And well, we kept going to a lot of events, trying to make our reach even longer, so a lot of people know about the game. Especially we tried to push it outside Mexico, but it was very hard for us because um, we didn't have like the financial means to go and travel and show the games too often. But well, we did our best, and of course we we also needed to attend the social networks, some talks we made here in Mexico about this development, about what it is or how it is from our point of view to make video games and stuff. We made like a comic series. We finished the Kickstarter rewards. We even created a community for game devs in Mexico. And finally, it was 2017, I think, 2018, we made these testing sessions where we took a lot of people, like 20 guys, to try out the final version of Neon City Riders. We were super excited about it, and we wanted to get like a lot of feedback of the final version. And thanks to those days, I realized that our game needed to be polished even more, right? Because yes, we needed to publish the game. We needed to sell it because all until that point, all the money we were uh, investing in the game came from our pockets. So we were desperate to sell the game, but at the same time we didn't want to show a product or to publish a product that we didn't think it was finished, right? So I took like the hard decision of drop almost 1/3 of the game and redo it because I wasn't pleased with the dynamics, with the mechanics, with the lore, with the characters, with the enemies. So we ended up working one more year on the game that we expected. And well, during that year also we had like good news, right? We won two Mexican awards of video games. We went to GDC. That it was an awesome experience that opened our eyes more as a company and let us know that making video games is what we really wanted to do, and that we were fulfilling that dream, right? That we had. So yeah, GDC was a super cool experience, and also makes us think about Mecha Studios as a company more than just a project, right? So we took another cool decision. I decided to give my living room where we are right now and to paint it, repaint it, and to use it as an office. So we had like this cool space to work out and to feel like home, right? And to feel comfortable doing what we love. So yeah, after that, another year of polishing details and pivoting, we finally published Neon City Riders in all the consoles on March of 2020. And it was a very cool experience. All the 3.5 years we invested working as hard as we could, it definitely paid off. It was like a very nice thing to see our game on the stores and to see that the people were responding positively to it, right? That a lot of people liked what we did, that a lot of people thought that it was one of the coolest games they ever played, or yeah, and getting that kind of feedback was very cool. And also it was very hard to receive all the positive feedback about the things we needed to improve, right? Not only on the game but as a studio, all the big way we had um, forward to grow. And that's why 1 month after releasing Neon City Riders, and after that hard month of working by myself on adding like a lot of stuff to make it like a better experience, we released Neon City Riders Super Powers Edition, which enhances the overall experience using that feedback, right? And well, also we had the chance to go to PAX East and PAX South to showcase our game, and we had like good feedback from the audience, and it was very cool. Um, it was very full of knowledge that we needed to understand. And thanks to those trips also, we had the chance to publish our game in physical edition. And it was also like a big dream we had since we started the studio in 2016 to have our game in a physical edition, because we are not only fans of the video game, but of the physical releases of video games. We are collectors, so we it was a very cool reward after 3.5 years of hard working. And well, finally we ended up like creating not only a studio that helped us to achieve this goal or to achieve this dream, but also we ended up creating this family, which we feel very well, very comfortable between us, right? And we finally have that freedom of creativity, of everything, because at the end of the day, we can do whatever we want, wherever we please, and we are not depending on anyone but our hard work and ourselves. And that has no price for us. Um, yes, we ended up giving up a lot of things. For example, my two jobs. My financial stability maybe in that moment. um, we ended up we gave up a lot of not only time and money but health. It was a very stressful 3.5 years, but it paid off. I mean, we wouldn't change it at all for anything. So I think we achieved that. And right now we are investing everything we have on creating more games. We are now working on a second game, not related to Neon City Riders. Uh, but we are very pleased of keeping like this model, right? Of company model of having like all this freedom. It's all we ever wanted, and we can say we achieved that. And yeah, basically that um, wraps up like all our Mecha Studios philosophy, like fighting and trying to get the freedom we ever wanted, and try to do it through our the best channel possible for us, right? That are the video games. So yeah, hope this story helped in some way. And thank you very much, guys, for listening to it. I hope all your dreams and all your goals, you find a way to achieve them, because it definitely paid off at the end of the day. It's very hard sometimes, very, very hard, possibly the hardest thing I ever done in my life. But it worth it. For us, it worth it. And at the end of the day, I think that's what you guys should have. You guys should set up your mind to it, right? So thank you very much again, guys, and thanks.